The following program was produced by CTV Community Television.
For more than 20 years, CTV has captured the moments that matter in our community. From our studios in St. Clair, you're watching Focus with Paul Dingeman.
Howdy, nice to see you again as we move along in the month of August. We've got two gentlemen today from the St. Clair Rotary Club, a club that's been around for over 100 years, serving this municipality of St. Clair, building lots of things. Well, they've got another building project under their belt. Mr. Ralph Livingston.
Paul.
Nice to see you. Mr.
Glad to
Dan
be here.
Lockwood. Nice to see you both. Thanks for coming in. You've got a new project which is under construction.
It is.
That you got to tell the people about.
Yes, we're very excited about it, Paul. It is a project that has been kicked around for a long time.
Yeah.
There's been a lot of conversation about it, and it kind of started getting legs again last winter. And the Friends of the St. Clair River have been kind of working with the Bridge to Bay Trail, and they worked with Community Foundation, started getting Wilson Foundation involved. So the ball started rolling, and we started getting some money behind it. So the project has started to gain traction, so to speak. And we've got the Wilson Foundation in, the Community Foundation in, the St. Clair Rotary, and the City of St. Clair. So
Wow.
we've got some good, strong partners on this. And it kind of came down to we needed somebody to really kind of champion the cause and carry it over the finish line, and Rotary stepped up to do that. We were looking for a good service project, a community service project, and we said, yeah, we'll do it. So Rotary's behind it.
So you
and
got all
pushing.
the members. So what's the project?
It is the new restrooms. Restrooms, permanent restrooms in Palmer Park. We're going to finally get rid of the Porta-Johns and put in, actually, it'll be year-round.
Wow.
They're two unisex stalls. It'll be a facility that'll look similar to the architecture of the St. Clair Inn and some of the plaza,
Very
the
good
courtyard
follow
stuff.
through.
So a lot of it is going to kind of follow with the architecture of town. It's going to be quite a facility. We wanted to put something in there that was representative of town, a little bit better than what we had now, something that we could all be proud of. And Rotary kind of said, all right, this is something that's been in Rotary's heritage for a long time. One of the first, actually the very first service project that Paul Harris, the founder of Rotary, did in Chicago was public restrooms.
Right.
He felt that it was unnecessary for people to have to go in and buy a beer or buy a hat at a local shop to be able to use a restroom. So he said, let's build public restrooms. So over 120 years ago, they started it.
Again.
It's all started over again. So Rotary felt strong about this project and said, let's do it. So.
And Rotary St. Clair, which has just recently celebrated its 100th anniversary, has done a lot of construction, starting with the St. Clair Inn.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Mr. Lockwood put together quite a historic document, PowerPoint, back a year or so ago to celebrate that. So, and the other projects you've been involved in are the St. Clair Pool, the skateboard park. It goes on and on.
Dan's kind of our historian, and he can probably rattle off the list better than anybody. I mean,
well, we can start off with, as you said, the St. Clair Inn was the first project, but literally a year later they built the first community hospital.
The hospital too?
Yes.
Wow.
And then immediately after that, they led the initiative to build the first filter plant for drinking water in St. Clair. So it was 1926, 1927, and 1929. Those were back-to-back projects.
Marvelous.
And
marvelous.
then they've just been involved, as Ralph said, the city pool, but people may forget. Gosh, I suddenly remember they and the Lions Club were involved in both the Pine Shores. The Lions Club did the lead, and the Rotary Club provided some funding, and then also the Great Park.
Yep.
They were involved with that, and then, gosh, I'm suddenly at a loss, but there's a park property in St. Clair Township that the Rotary actually purchased.
Yeah, Asakita.
Asakita, right?
Yep.
Camp. But you go back, we were involved with the Little League project.
Yep.
We raised the funding for that. We were involved with the funding for the tennis courts. We were involved with the skate park. And also, don't forget Imagination Station. On that particular one, which was one of your first debut projects.
It was our first video.
Right. We Rotary was the one who organized the local organizers. When we brought the consultants in, they wouldn't have anything to do with the service club. So we had to go out and find some local leaders.
Yeah.
The club went out and visited every organization around. We had an organization meeting and did not know if anyone was going to show up. And we had a very enthusiastic crowd. And we had two young ladies stand up and say that they wanted to be the co-leads, and it took off.
They were dynamic. They were
Yes, they
dynamic.
were.
So I guess basically, you're not being braggadocious. You're being very practical in explaining what a group of people together can accomplish, and that is what the St. Clair Rotary has done for over 100 years.
Exactly, and it's it's really important. It's a collaborative effort.
Yeah.
And it's just amazing. Everyone contributes what they do best,
Yep.
and we get some things done in the community.
Let's take a look at some pictures that Ralph brought along. If they'll throw them up on the back here,
Sure.
and so we can sort of walk through them. So Ralph, there's you in one of your normal poses with architectural drawings in front of you.
It is. It's taken a fair amount of time to get this to this point. That's with our contractor, TJ Schweihofer there. But that was kind of our groundbreaking day. We're just getting started on the excavation and foundations. So it's kind of, at that point, we were just barely getting out of the ground. So
Okay, next.
hopefully,
Next picture there.
those are just some of the pieces of equipment. It took a little bit to get down to where we had to find some clean dirt.
I've always loved that term.
Well,
Clean dirt.
through the demolition and the urbanization program, a lot of what was demolished on that side of the river is still there.
Right.
We dug a lot of it out of there and had to go down to find good soil and bring it back up from there. So that hopefully we've got it on a good solid foundation. We didn't want to start putting anything down that was going to be a problem later on for anybody else. So,
Hey, just keep rolling them there, Ryan, Luke. There we go.
That's a quick discussion there with the mayor. We were talking about potential things that we can do with the facade of the new building. A couple of ideas we've had is doing some graphics behind the drinking fountain, something representative of the city or the river of St. Clair. A couple of different ideas. The people at the St. Clair Inn are very helpful and
Good
interested
shot
in
of the
getting
two of
involved
you
with it.
there. And that's a good shot on the right there of what the building is going to look like.
Right, yep, that's the artist rendering. We're going to stick pretty close to that.
Yeah.
We may have a couple of little tweaks with some lighting and a few different things that way, but the inn is interested in doing some stuff, and as well as the contractor.
You talked about
Yep.
Community Foundation, and there is the gentleman from the Community Foundation, and Therese Hawkins,
Yep.
and you and the mayor. So a
Yep.
good group of people
We've got
there.
Randy Myers and Therese Hawkins and Mayor Cedar. So that was our first day, and I think we were all glad to see it actually getting started. So
We'll just keep going
Sure.
through those as the progress is underway. The construction is moving along rapidly now.
absolutely, yeah. Yep.
When do you think completion will be?
Right now, we're talking about probably late October.
Oh.
That's kind of the plan.
Okay.
We're trying to push it forward and beat some of the bad weather and have everything closed in and done and knock on wood, operational by the end of October, early November. So
Okay.
it is a bit of a challenge because we know weather's going to deteriorate probably
Right.
in another month or two. So we just have to try and push
And
forward.
you had
and
to
get it
wait
done.
till all of the celebrations were over. And,
Yes, we did.
in the
Yes,
park.
we did. I think I was arm wrestling with the city manager on a start date. So,
And he's bigger than you.
And I lost. So yeah. So we started 2 days after the boat races,
Okay.
and So, you know, it's the best we can do.
There's the old facility.
Yep, yep.
Surrounded by the portable toilet, surrounded by some wood, but your
some wood
signs
fence.
are on it.
Yep.
And
Yep.
so it's close to where and adjacent to where people are used to.
Yep. So everybody's going to know where it's at. It's right. It'll be almost exactly where that loader's sitting.
Okay.
So if you walk down there now, you'll be able to see the foundation. There is a foundation there, and we should be coming out of the ground yet this week. So hopefully, we'll just keep going up out of the ground. So if you get down there, feel free to use the QR codes that are on those signs. Everybody can go to the QR code. It'll take them directly to our website, which actually has an option there to donate and participate.
Wonderful.
So you can do multiples in our website. Do it all online, just like if you're buying a pair of shoes.
Wonderful.
So feel free to use that QR code and
Good.
help us complete this thing. So,
Okay.
yep, it's getting more expensive every day. The more you
Alrighty.
find.
Daniel, you are involved with Rotary, as you have well expressed, but you're also involved with another organization called the Happy Dog Yoga.
Oh, I'm not. I'm along because I participate
involved.
there. Yeah,
Yeah,
right.
participant.
I'm a student of yoga. I was talking to Emily, who's the owner, and talking about this, and I was informing her that, you know, Ralph is a civil engineer, and he happened to have a love of raw cement. And my concern was that we were going to build this bathroom. First of all, correct me. I need to correct. It's a trailhead.
Okay.
And it's a trailhead on the Bridge to Bay Trail.
Okay.
It does have bathroom facilities, but it's going to be more than that. And it's very important that we understand this is a trailhead because all our grants are funding a trailhead and not a bathroom for Palmer Park.
Explain to me in more detail what a trailhead is then.
Well, it's just a rest area
Okay,
on
rest
the
area.
Bridge to Bay Trail.
Okay.
And though there are rest areas on the Bridge to Bay Trail, there are none, or I should say, near the Bridge to Bay Trail, there are none on it.
Okay.
There are some porta potties and a couple other places where they will direct you to. But this will be the only bathroom facility,
Okay.
rest stop, literally on the trail.
Okay, good.
So I was talking to her about Ralph's love of raw cement
Right.
and the fact that we really did need to do a little more than that. And that's when she said, well, you know, Dan, my students are going to use that, and
Yeah.
I'm willing to put on a fundraiser. And she did this
good.
a couple years ago for the Garden Club,
Yeah.
where she put on a yoga class. It's a free yoga class for donation. It's for any level of person that wants to do it. They will have all the instructors from Happy Dog. They're all going to take a portion on the boardwalk. You just come down a little before 9, you make your donation, and then you participate in it. I think last time she had about 80 people. It was pretty
Wonderful.
impressive. It's kind of interesting
So
to see.
if you've never done any yoga, this is a place to start.
Exactly.
Okay.
And if you've done it all the time, you want to bring somebody along, or you just want to come down and do it. I did check the long-range forecast. It is
gonna
going to
be
be
snow.
No, it's going to be a perfect day for outdoor yoga. It's going to
Okay.
be sunny. It's probably be high 60s or early 70s. It's going to be a great day.
Okay, and that's August, this coming
29th.
August the 29th, 9 a.m. till 10 a.m., right there in the park, adjacent to the new trailhead.
Right.
Okay.
Let me just explain to you Ralph's love of cement.
No, it's
No,
not.
we wanna
It's
hear
not
this.
that
We want
bad.
to hear this.
But Ralph's very worried about that pad of cement under the porta potties. He doesn't
Okay.
want to see it torn out. He wants to see it used. Now, really, only a civil engineer would use that.
Yes, yes.
Would worry about
Oh, where the current
the
porta
parties
potties
are. There's a nice pad of cement in his
Okay.
mind, and he says, you know, we need to find a use for that. Now, most people would just rip it out and plant
Right.
grass, but
Put
not
grass.
Ralph. We've got to do something. So again, if we raise enough money, we might be able to put a picnic table in there. We might be able to put in
okay.
some bike racks, and we might be able to put in a bicycle repair station.
I like that.
So it really depends on the community. It's really important that the community come out because they're going to provide the extras, which we don't have funded right now.
Okay, all right.
And you know, it kind of go along with that, and especially Emily's participation. We've had such great buy-in from the community. You know, and every time you talk to somebody about this, they go, oh my God, we've needed to do this for so long.
Yeah.
And the contractors that we're using now that we've engaged with and going to build this, they are local contractors and they wanted to be part of this job. I started getting calls before we put the job out to bid. They wanted to be part of the job and be in town doing something that's representative of their work and can be seen for the community. So I think it's more than just a project. I think it's going to have a lot of community heart. I think a lot of people care about this, and it's finally something people can say, yeah, we needed that. And it's cool.
You brought along a video. Let's take it's a short video, and you're the narrator, and let's run that now, and then we'll come back.
Sure. What we've had for years is the porta potties here in the park. So now it's finally come to the point where after probably 10, 15 years, the city wanted to replace them. We finally got the partners together. It got started because of the Bridge to Bay Trail. They needed a trailhead, so Rotary kind of picked up on that and decided to make it a capital project, one of the things that we could do for the city. So what the plan is, and we've got some of this stuff out here, get rid of the porta-johns, so that'll finally go away. And over here is where we're going to build that restroom. So that restroom is going to replace it. It'll have 2 unisex rooms on it with full plumbing. Actually, we're going to put some heating and cooling in it as well. We want to be able to use it all season, so that's kind of added to it a little bit. The goal is to get this thing done by the end of the season. The city started to have a lot more activity down here in Palmer Park, and you know, we wanted something that's a little bit more representative of the quality of our city rather than just porta-johns. So we said, all right, let's put something nice here so that all of the festivities, the art fairs, any of the music festivals, the car shows, anybody that's even walking the boardwalk can come down here and utilize it. So it's a beautiful location. Let's make it look a little bit better. We didn't want to just put in something that would do the job without being the quality that we wanted to represent. So we've been very lucky to get some other funding. Some nice local donors and supporters have kind of contributed to help us out as well. The foundations are really the key to getting some of this stuff done. The city's wanted this since probably back in the 70s, and it just never came to fruition until somebody took it on and said, okay, let's figure this out, let's do it.
You did a great job of doing an interview there.
Well,
you know, it hire you as a host.
It helps. I mean, Hanson was asking all the right questions, so it was easy to do, but it's the stuff that you feel for it, and you know, I started thinking about this project years ago when Raymond Excavating was putting in a sanitary lead for the new pump station building down there. And I kind of pleaded with Quentin at the time, and I said, Quentin, we have to throw a lead out there before we close that road up. So we managed to put a lead outside the road so that we wouldn't have to do that. And that was probably, gosh, at least 2 years ago. And it was just, you know, we knew that this would happen sooner or later, and then it just started coming along last winter. And
okay, let's remind the people they can go to the stclairrotary.org site, and there's a QR code there, and they can donate.
They can donate, and
they come on Saturday, August 29th, 9 to 10 in the mall itself, or in the park itself, and do some yoga and donate.
Yes, right. And we are going to be sending out a lot of letters introducing the project to a lot of the local community and Rotary supporters that we already know. So a lot of our friends and supporters will be seeing that, and hopefully we'll get some contributions that way. And if anybody's interested, they can reach out to the Rotary webpage, and we will get in contact with them if they would like to support the project, if they have some special funding that they'd like to dedicate to it, or donate in memorial of. Stuff
that's
like
a great
that.
idea.
We're really welcoming that kind of participation. We do our annual turtle race that raises funds for our projects and so forth. So participating in that helps as well. But this is the kind of project that we need significant funding for, and we're going to look to people that can do that for us.
Gentlemen, thanks for coming in.
Thanks for having us.
A lot of information for the people. That's about it for this edition of the Focus program. Make sure you check out the new Trailhead as it's progressing in downtown St. Clair in Palmer Park. See you next week.
Thanks for watching Focus with Paul Dingeman. Focus is produced at the CTV Community Television Studios in St. Clair. For over 20 years, CTV has captured the moments that matter to our community.
The preceding program was produced by CTV Community Television. CTV Community Television is supported by the cities of Marine City and St. Clair, East China Township, Cotterville Township, and the East China School District.